Okay, so we know that learning English is really important for us. So if we learn English, then we can just broaden our knowledge. We can learn many things for this language. Also, we can just get a good job. We can just go abroad for our higher study. Also, we'll just get lots of benefits if we learn English. So if we are a good learner of in English, then we will get lots of benefits. Like yeah, we can go abroad. We can get a good job. Also, we'll just make a good or like yes rich help if you're like from an English background. Okay, so there are lots of like demand of learning English nowadays, so you know that that's why we just have to learn English if we just want to be a good speaker, want to be a good writer, and want to be like a good like yes if we just want to make a good result, then we have to learn English. Okay, so there are lots of like ways of learning English. So first of all, I will say that we have to listen a lot. So if we listen a lot, then we'll learn a lot. Like if we just listen every day, at least 1 hour, then we'll just like say that we will just will be developed ourselves. Will be just increase our knowledge. Okay, then yes, because we know that listening is the most powerful part of learning English. So yeah, if we just listen every day, then we'll learn. So we will learn the sentence structures, and then we'll learn the vocabularies. Okay, do you like the method of talking. Okay, so we like many things if you just talk in English, like if you just listen everything. Yes, obviously if you just listen anything, we'll learn various things. So we just have to listen every day. Then I will say that the second thing is that we have to read every day. So we'll read that. In the time we will just we'll get lots of vocabularies that we didn't hear or didn't say. Okay, so for this vocabulary, we can like these vocabularies, and if we just learn every day at least two vocabularies, then we will be a good, like good speaker, because vocabulary is the most important part of learning English. If we don't know any vocabulary, then we will be stubborn. We will just talk with any topic. Okay, that's why we just have to increase our vocabulary. Okay, first of all, we just have to try to speak. Then we can just increase our vocabulary. Okay, so that is that we have to speak a lot. Like we have to practice speaking every day. So if you just practice or speaking every day, then we can just speak. Otherwise it's not possible, at least because yeah, we practice every day, then we'll see that one by one we'll develop, and gradually we'll be developed ourselves, because that if we practice, then we can just learn various things, and first of all we'll make mistakes, and from these mistakes we'll get the solutions. Then where will we just talk, and if a past day we make mistakes, then the second day we will fix these mistakes. And if we just talk with a topic every day, then we will just say that we will not make any mistakes the next day. In that way we can just learn English easily, we can speak English easily. First of all we'll make mistakes, so if you just care about these mistakes, and if you just stop our practicing, then will not be developed here. That's why if we just if we have a dream to be a good speaker, to be a good learner of English, then we have to practice every day. We have to practice speaking every day. We can practice alone, or we can practice with others. So okay, we just have to practice, we just have to try to speak, we just have to try to speak like we just have to try to speak with our mistakes. So we'll try to just speak, and we'll just make mistakes. In that time we will see that we will be developed. Okay, every day if we make mistakes, then the others they will just know our just mistakes, and if we just detect our mistakes, then we can easily solve these mistakes. So we just have to make mistakes, so we have to try to make mistakes. So if we make mistakes, then we will practice every day. Okay, so practicing is the best way of learning anything. So we know that if you just want to be a good speaker, then we have to practice. We have to talk at least 1 hour every day, or if we have enough time, then we can just practice at least 10 minutes every day. So if you just talk at least 10 minutes every day, we'll see that after 1 month later we can just be a good speaker, be a good speaker. Okay, so that's why we have to continue our practice, and we shouldn't just stop to practice, because when we stop to practice, or if we just see that yeah obviously if we just practice like 1 or 2 days after, if we just stop, then it will not be just like increase our like development, because you know that we have to just practice every day. Every day we have to continue our practicing, well, every day continue our practicing, we will see that it will be habituated to us and we can talk in English. That's why we just have to practice. We'll practice, we will learn. Otherwise it's not possible at all, because yeah, without practice we can't expect that we will be a fluent speaker, because yeah, you know that when we will practice, so we can expect that we will be a fluent speaker. When we will practice, we will make mistakes, and from these mistakes we will learn. So every day if we learn, then after 1 month later, 2 months later, we will see that we have learned many things. So from these many things we can easily speak, we can be a great speaker, we can easily can be a great speaker. So we just have to try. So if you try, then we can do it. So in we are the human beings, so we can do anything if we try. So you just have to practice, we just have to practice. And if we, first of all, we all know that we will just fail to do anything. So if you just think about this failure, and if you don't just try again that time, we will not do it. So we just have to if we just be a failure person, then we have to try again. So if you have to try again after 1, 2, 3 or 4 times or 5 times, we will be succeeded. Yes, it's obviously that we will be experienced about this matter, and then we will be succeeded. That's why we just have to try. Just when we'll try, then we can be fluent speaker. Okay, so we can just do anything if we practice. We shouldn't just stop to practice anything. So if we practice one thing like 1 or 2 days or 1 week, after if we just feel boring, and if we just stop to practice, in that time we will not learn these things. Okay, that's why we just to continue. If we just feel boring, if we just don't get enjoy like pleasure to do this, because yeah, we know that if we just want to learn anything, so if we just want to learn any language, then we will first of all feel hard, and if we will feel like no pleasure to learn these things. But if we just continue our practicing, and if we just obviously if we just continue practicing, if we do this everything, then we will know that yes, it's obviously that we will be succeeded. That's why we just have to try a lot. If we try a lot, then we will be gain our knowledge, and yes, we will be succeeded. So it's the best way of learning anything. So if we just want to be experienced in any works, any things, then we just have to try a lot, we just have to practice a lot. Okay, so if we practice a lot, then we will be succeeded. Otherwise it's not possible. So we have to practice. So practice is the main thing of gain anything, of achieve anything. So we just have to practice every day. If we just went to just achieve anything. Okay, so obviously we just have to practice. Okay, so if we just practice anything, then we will just see that it will be helpful for us, and this will be really